Hey, welcome to Grandpa Sees the Blinking. Please don't take anything Grandpa says as financial advice. Grandpa is not a financial planner. And if you would, please share, and subscribe. Hey, I got another subscriber yesterday. That really brightens Grandpa's day, I'll tell you. Likes and subscribes make Grandpa so happy. Okay, so boy, what a fun day in Tesla. What a fun day in Tesla. Not. Wait a second, I'll ring the bell. Maybe it'll help us. Hang on. Oh, it was a fun day in Tesla. Grandpa enjoyed it. We all enjoyed it. We come out of the chute at the open with cell signals. However, it did not go where I expected. 235-ish area, and all we ended up getting was about 241.92 at the open. So she didn't dip very much, and she reversed straight up. All right, so what's Grandpa going to go through here? We're going to talk about the Golden Cross in the 5-minute that we got. We're going to talk about the dominant trend. We're going to talk divergence. And yes, we got big time divergence. And that'll explain why it's going to open where it's going to open. We're going to talk about the upside in Tesla, the range it's going to run in. And we're going to talk about the downside in Tesla and the range it's going to run in. And we're going to talk about the open Tuesday and where it's going to gap down to, and we're going to talk about a little bit about the indexes and where Grandpa thinks it may close on Tuesday. Grandpa's not very good at doing the close, I will tell you that, but I'm really, really getting good at doing the open. And one of these times I'm going to get, I'm changing my calculations on I got the 4-hour chart up here, and I'm going to go through my charts with you briefly, too. Okay, so let's get at it. So, Golden Cross today in the 5-minute. Yep, we were under a Golden Cross. I'll switch it to the 5-minute. It's after hours, so I won't switch it to the 5-minute. I'll just tell you, we got a Golden Cross in the 5-minute, and so far it's given us $10.25, and the Golden Cross is still in effect and running. We had a Golden Cross early on in the 1-minute, then we got a Death Cross in the 1-minute, and now we got a Golden Cross in the 1-minute. The 1-minute switches back and forth a lot of times within a dollar. That's why Grandpa pays most attention to the 5-minute. I shouldn't even talk about the Golden Cross in the 1-minute because it changes so frequently that it's actually just almost a bad indicator. Okay, the dominant trend. Let's talk about that. The near-term dominant trend is absolutely up. We have a buy signal currently in the 4-hour. However, we don't need that for the dominant trend, but we do need the daily. The daily is a buy signal. If the daily, the weekly, and the monthly are all buy signals, the dominant trend is up. And we have all of them. Here's our trend line from 3 years ago. And in the weekly here, we're well above it. And I will show you the monthly. Where did it go? There it is. And here we are again. We're right smack in the middle of this downward trend line. If we lose the daily, the weekly, or the monthly as a buy signal, the dominant trend will then be down. But until then, it is nothing but up. That is just the way it is. So, just letting you know, I got it sitting here on the daily chart. The daily candles, the weekly candles, and the monthly candles do not form after the close at 4 p.m. The 4-hour continues. Let's put it back on the 4-hour. The 4-hour candles form until 8 p.m. tonight, and they'll start forming again at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. And so from the 1-minute candles all the way up to the 4-hour candles, they form from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. at night, 13 hours a day. Just double what bigger time frames do. Okay, so dominant trend divergence. Oh boy, we got divergence. Volume dropped by 14 million shares today on higher prices. 85 million shares were bought and sold today in Tesla, approximately, and the overall average per day is 90.5. And being we had 14 million less shares on higher prices, that's called divergence. And that's an early warning, and it is bearish for the stock. It's an early warning that the stock may go down, and I believe it will here. When I tell you to open here shortly, you'll see how much. On the upside, for the range, 252.20 is going to be resistance. 257.26 is resistance. And of course, 265, 269. On the downside, we have support at 247.80. Remember that number. Remember all of them. 237.20. Remember that number. 235 we have support, obviously. That's been a battleground. And 217. 217 is prevalent because it is where this line is at. This 3-year line that goes back is right around 217. So that will act as support when we get there. And I expect in our near future, not too long away, maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, we'll come down and bounce off that. And Grandpa will buy shares down there and see what happens. Okay, so where are we? So downside, if we break tomorrow and can close up in that 259.90 area, you'll have a strong sell signal, and 265 to 269 may be likely. I expect that we're going to open tomorrow. Grandpa's been calculating. I'm going to ring the bell for calculating. Hang on a second. Okay, Grandpa rang the bell for calculating. Okay, so I believe we're going to open tomorrow according to Grandpa's calculations of the fair market open at 247.30, gapping down $2.70 from the close. And I will say that Tesla is extremely, very overbought. Okay, it's overbought. However, a stock can be overbought, especially Tesla, for weeks or even a month or more sometimes before it corrects itself. But it is a warning of downside to come. Tesla being this overbought, she could snap like a rubber band at any time and come down to a more normal level. We are way overbought. Let's see. So for tomorrow, I'm thinking right around the 239.25 on the very bottom side, 239.25. I'm talking the corners here. I'm talking the furthest point that I believe it could possibly probably take us, even Tesla. On the bottom side is 239.25, and on the top side is 260.70, $260.70. Potential ranges over the next rest of this week type of deal would be, or into even next week, early next week, 245 to 265. I don't think we're going to see the 265 area this week, although it's possible. But I think next week we may very likely, Monday, Tuesday next week, see that 265. This bus ain't done running. I hate to tell you that, but this bus is not done running. And your other ranges, a more tighter range, I would expect to run in tomorrow. Well, I guess not more tighter, it's just more differenter. Would be 241 on the bottom side and 251.50 on the top side, which were, that's going to be a resistance spot more than anything. I don't. Now, if we open tomorrow below 247.80, below 247.80, so where are we supposed to open? 247.30. Oh boy. So if Grandpa's open is correct at the 9:30 open and not pre-market some crazy place, Grandpa hits that open in the pre-market a lot of times from 7 to 9:30. But what I'm talking about here is actual open below 247.80. You can expect tomorrow 237.20. But we have to actually open. The opening price has to be below 247.80, and Grandpa is saying that we should open at 247.30. So tomorrow is going to be very important whether or not we actually open there, because if we do open there, we have a potential $10 drop or more right out of the gate coming up. So we will see where this thing actually opens. But if we get that 247.30 10 minutes after the open, that ain't going to cut it. That's not going to cut it. Grandpa's really good at getting it within 10 minutes. Or I'm good at getting it in the pre-market area. But we need it to actually open below 247.80. So there's your line in the sand. Somebody's not going to... Come on in! Indexes are up. But Tesla way outperformed. And... let's see. I think we're going to close tomorrow. According to all the calculating Grandpa's been doing, I think we're going to close tomorrow at 245.70. So I think we're going to take a little bit of a dip tomorrow, but throughout the week, I think we're going to be more than strong. So look at it as opportunity to get out of your shorts if you get there. And there again, we may see 265 this week, or I really think it's going to be next week, Monday, Tuesday type of deal. And if you get some profit on your shorts, if you're short, take it. So Scooter made it back with pickup, I believe.
Made a successful trip. Yes, sir. Made a successful trip.
Good to see you, Scooter. Did you miss Grandpa?
We did. We talked about you the whole way.
You did. Yeah. Did you pray for Grandpa?
Well, yeah.
A whole bunch?
Yeah. We pray without ceasing for that.
You're wonderful, Scooter. Here, you want to ring Grandpa's bell? Here, Scooter's gonna ring the bell for you.
I thought this was. I thought this was for a lie.
No, this is just for happiness.
Oh well. Hey.
Oh, Scooter's ringing the bell. Okay, quit, Scooter,
Right.
quit.
Robbed it from me.
Okay, I had to take the bell away
Ran
from.
good. Load all good. And, but it sputtered. We ran out of gas. You left it on E, so we had to push it to the gas station.
Oh, yeah, did you really?
Yeah, and then now and then. No, we didn't run out of gas, but
Okay.
we filled her up.
Oh, he filled up Grandpa's pick. I'll tell you, they know how to treat Grandpa, don't they? Everybody's so good to Grandpa. Okay, hey, what do we? I think this about does it till tomorrow morning. I'm going to be back at around 9:15 tomorrow morning, and you could do day trading with Grandpa, and that's just what we do here. My guys are all still in the green, and we'll talk about that tomorrow. So, hey, think about eternity once in a while. Grandpa does. See you tomorrow.